Hey everybody and welcome to the tutorial of WWE Supercard. Yeah buddy! Yeah buddy, and this is a 5-part series and it will teach you how to start from your first 100, within 100 games to getting to the highest tiers there are as quickly as fast as possible and that sort of stuff. Now first off, today in episode 1, we're going to talk about Exhibition. That's the first game mode that people ever really do stuff on. So let's just take a look at it. In Exhibition, we have a lineup of 4 superstars and 2 divas or female superstars. And what you have is you have a choice of 4 opponents, and your stats are trying to beat the other stats. So we're just going to play one game here. All right, this is my my Mr. Bacon Rockstar Duck account, in which you can see I only had 60 full games ever played on this, but because of other things I've done, I'm already at Super Rare Plus, all right? And we're going to go through that throughout this 5-part series. Ways to get really good tiers without really having to do too much and to maximize your gameplay. All right, so solo match power, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my best card in this strategy. So that is a ultra rare versus Daniel Bryan. Whenever you click the screen, it does skip some stuff. So if you're in trying to save as much time as possible, you tap the screen. All right, Diva Charisma. I'm going to use this little Charisma thing over here and use Summer Rae. We're going to lose that one, so that's not good. But that is okay. We may very well lose this match, and that is, well, we're going to tie this. So we're going to go to a last match, all right, a bonus match, extra match. Yeah, buddy. All right, so what we have is tag team. Now, these arrows down here, this is an important thing that will help you win so many games down the future. We have tag team arrows to the left, these 2 guys, and this one has it to the right. Now, there's also a yellow arrow up and yellow arrow down. What I want to do is, if I have a compatible tag team, which means the left and the right arrows, like this one and this one, they complete the full diamond, my tag team will get 10% bonus, okay? Which will definitely help. Now, if I had a yellow arrow up or down, and one of these guys, what they would do is they would be an incompatible tag team, and I would lose 5% on all of my stats. So I'm going to use Tito Santana and Sin Cara, and then you'll see that they are compatible, and they got boosted. Those guys were incompatible, so they got negatives, okay? That's a perfect example of how this works, all right? So I click through in this, and we will win this, and there we go, 3-2, and we win. So a win gets you 2 picks. If you win 3-0, you get 3 picks. And a loss still gets you 1 pick. So you're always going to be able to draw cards, okay? I'm going to click that card. And you see some energies down there. We'll talk about that in the next episode. And I have these guys. Now, what happens is, and then you can play again. Right? Actually, that was my 59th game. So what I can do is, I have 0 out of 15. That means I can level up these cards. So I'm going to improve, and you'll see over here there's multiple things going on. All right. Over here, these are matches played, and you're always going to want to maximize these matches played before you ever combine a card. Now, you can only combine a card. I can only combine this with another Sin Cara. All right. And but what I can do is I can train him with different cards. I'm going to, we're going to filter by comment. We're going to select all of my commons, which is a really quick way to do that. And you can see that I get all that. So I'm going to, well, we have a lot of them, don't we? Next page, there's a bunch of them, okay? So let's just proceed. And then he will go up to level 6 out of 15. You see that his power went up, toughness, blah, blah, blah. Now, you're going to want to level up your cards. And what that does is, if you look up here, this is your tier bar. The higher your stats are, the higher your tier is. So right now, there's Rare, Super Rare Plus, where we are now, Super Rare Double Plus, Ultra Rare Plus, Ultra Double Plus, Epic Plus, etc. Legendary, Survivor, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and in the beginning of Season 3, we'll be getting 3 new tiers. That information has been told to us. So anytime you get to a first named tier, like if I went from Rare to Super Rare, I get a free Super Rare in my first board or exhibition board where I just picked those cards. I get a free card from that tier. But when I go from super rare to super rare plus or super rare to super rare double plus, I do not get an extra super rare card. All right. Cards are easy in rare and super rare to get those. Well, rare it's easiest. Okay. Super rare it has the highest chance from the board other than rare. And then ultra rare. And once you start to get to ultra rare, you'll find that you don't get as many pulls from the board. And that's why I'm making this tutorial series, because exhibition can get really, really taxing time-wise and just effort-wise throughout a long period of time. And once you get to epic and legendary, it becomes very, very, very much longer in board resets. Like when I get a rare, which I'll show you, that counts as one reset. Legendary is like over 100, 200 resets, and then it just goes higher and higher for the following tiers. Summerslam is something like 400 to 500 resets. In about that way, or maybe a little bit less. And then there's always, that's a guaranteed pull. You can always get it early if you're lucky, but it's if you're lucky. So let's just go into a couple more games to show you what we can do. All right, so basically the first 200 games, if you're probably going to want to play exhibition a lot, because it's just fun, and that's when you're first in the game. Once you, and like going through this to ultra rare tier, you're going to have the most fun with exhibition mode, because it's fast, you can win, and if you lose, like this is a problem, because it's I don't have any compatible tag teams with my best card, but you can see that super rare and that Roman Reigns uncommon should not beat me, and they don't, so that's good. So now, solo match power, I don't have a boost here to work on this. Now, some boosts, we'll talk about that later on, they actually work for your whole deck. So if I used it in the first game, they would still work in the second game and the third game, okay? But I don't have any of those yet on this account, all right? So we won 2-1, so we're going to get 2 picks. That's pretty cool. We also get a ladder reward, and I get a rare toughness and enhancement, okay? That's by achieving, by playing 60 games, all right? So we get an energy, which is for King of the Rings, but I'm already full with energy, so that doesn't really matter. King of the Rings we'll talk about next episode. And here we go. So let's just see the ladder rewards. So far on this thing, I played 60 games. I got an uncommon, support, rare. And as you go higher in games played, you can get way more and stuff. Even though these would be super rares right now, by the time you're at 6,500 games played, you could be at WrestleMania or Survivor, or even maybe SummerSlam tier, depending on how you play. And that's what we're going to talk about, maximizing your potential throughout the stuff. But in order to do that, it's important to understand the importance of exhibition. So exhibition, you saw that we collected energies, and energies are very, very important for King of the Ring. All right, and King of the Ring is a great way to get better cards. And I'm going to show you all of the tactics and strategies that I use in King of the Ring in the next episode. Hey, I said that like 3 times now, so I'm not going to say it anymore. But it gives you a list of how to do it. Also, so tag team toughness, we're down 0-1. Let us try. We're going to use the tag team toughness. We're going to use a compatible thing here. So we will. Oh, they're not compatible, but we are. So we'll go up and they don't go up. So we will still win this game, which is good. All right. So now, let's see, we won that one. Now, solo match toughness. Now I didn't have to use that strategy. That would have been a better strategy if we'd already won the first game. Because you don't want to lose 2 games in a row, because then you're done. Then you lose that match, but you still get 1 card. So we've won 3 in a row. Okay, so that's pretty good. We try to always maximize your deck's potential throughout everything. All right. So what we did here, we got some more cards. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to train up this card. Actually, I'm not going to train this card, because right now, this is why I'm not going to train this card. He's already almost double most of my other cards, and he is much higher than these 2. Now, what this means is, it's kind of what's beginning to what we call make an unbalanced deck. He's already level 6 as well. What that means is, if my deck is one card that's really too powerful, all the other cards that we'll face will be also much more powerful. So we might win that 1 match, but we won't get 2, which is what you need to win and get multiple cards, right? The maximum cards that you can get is 3. And like right now, if I see a Diva or Women's match, those are very, very low right now. So that is a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to improve Eva Marie here with some uncommons. Actually, let's just select all those guys. And oh, those are season 1 guys. So I'm gonna use those guys too because I don't need them on this account at all. All right. So let's just see what else we have. Yeah, buddy. All right. So there we go. Because they season 1 cards, they don't you won't see those most likely. If you're watching this, you won't see those. All right, so she went up 4 levels and we got her up to the 70s. So now she should beat she would beat this card who is not trained at all. So at this point, a lot of people don't have cards trained, so that is what's good. All right, so let's go. We're going to go against Raptor. All right, and let's see what we've got against this deck. Okay. And let's see here. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And let's just see here. Diva Charisma. We're going to use our one that we just boosted up a little bit. And well, that guy had a card that a deck like this should not have. All right. But we're going to lose because that is a WrestleMania boost that boosts up everybody. And that is something that you should not see. Now, if you noticed when we got to that match, if you go back or like just a minute, you'll see that that person had 20,000 wins or something, which you won't see normally. Okay, don't pick that person because they could just have, we're already losing 2-0. We're gonna just use this, but look at that. I mean, these cards are so low, but because of that boost, they're so much higher. Okay, we still should win this one, but because we lost those first 2, we lose the whole match. Okay, so that's what that is all about. Selecting the right opponent, or scouting is what we call it, is an important thing to help you in your quest. All right, so we're going to play till we get to the pull. We know that every board clear, we're going to get a rare or something even better, or an enhancement, or that is a rare or higher. Right now, I'm limited by my tier to rare or super rare. So you can see like this guy down here. This, like, if you see this, you see the Showstopper, you see Antonius, you don't want to pick anybody with a whole lot of wins and losses. That means they're for some reason they've just got their deck really, really low because they're just probably fighting for energies for the King of the Ring, which we'll get into next time. All right, so let's go against DJ Khaled. Another one. It's not DJ Khaled, but you know what I'm doing. All right, so anyways, and thank you for watching this. This will hopefully help you get a idea of just the beginning stuff. And this is, like I said, a 5-point series to help you and your friends if they've never played this game before, or they're just trying to get a better sense of how the heck do I do better at this. All right, so we're going to start with our Gold Dust here. We're going to win the first match. That's really good. And then we're going to go into the next one. Let's just go for the gusto. We've got our toughness. We're going to win this one, which is good. And then let's see, what can we do here? We've got a Diva, Power, Charisma. Well, I've got a little boost here. We're probably going to lose this because, remember, our Divas are the weakest that we have, our women wrestlers. And let's see what we do. We will win this one because they're not trained. I have a boost. They used a little bit of a boost, but my 2 stats are going to add up higher. And perfect game, so I get a bonus pick. So now we're going to get 3 picks, and that's pretty good. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to get these 3 picks. There's we got a super rare Nikki Bella. That's great. That we'll put that right into the deck, and then the board resets. Now that is 1 reset. Normally for a super rare, it takes like 50 resets or so, maybe even 30 to, well, thoroughly 30 resets. I don't remember exactly. There's lots of different resources that you can find this stuff out. The best one is the Supercard forum on the 2K website. There's just basically everything that you ever need to know if you really want to spend the time and effort looking for it. Like beginner stuff like this, it's best to just use this series because it's very simple, and everybody will agree with what I say because this is pretty simple stuff when you're just beginning out. So we're going to get 2 more picks. We got a table, a support card, and a Hideo Itami. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to click this. We're going to swap in our Nikki Bella, and you see that my tier went up a bunch, which is pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this Summer Rae because I knew I had other ones. Let's see what else we have in here. We're going to use this we're going to use this summer array, even though they're not compatible. Look at how far the tier goes up. And let's see what other things I can do to have this stuff. Okay, now I got this Stone Cold Steve Austin from a team event, and that is pretty cool. And we're going to talk about how that got there as well. So look at that. Now we're in Super Rare Double Plus. And now we're going to swap this one for that Shawn Michaels. And look at this. I'm almost up to Ultra Rare tier where I'd get another free rare because I've never, or free Ultra Rare because I've never gotten to that tier. Now, how did I get an Epic before I even got to Ultra Rare? That's because of team events and other things, all right? So just an overview of what's going to be covered in this series. We're going to talk about King of the Ring in the next episode, and then we're going to talk about Money in the Bank. We're just going straight down. And then after Money in the Bank, we're going to talk about different modes of the week. Every Thursday through Sunday, there's a different game mode that allows you to get great cards. This one is a People's Champion Challenge, which you could play with any deck. It doesn't have to be a good one, okay? But it's all based on how much you play. But I will show you quickly what you can get as rewards. We're going to pick Sasha Banks there for this one. So the rewards, like, these are the highest rewards that are possible. SummerSlam, I mean, they start off at 2,000. A solo SummerSlam card will max to 5,000 in base stats. But if I play one match here, and this is a little bit ahead of myself, but it's because it's the mode that's right now. If I go all the way down to the bottom and play one match and get some points, that means I'm automatically going to get an ultra rare woman, the Diva, 207,000 plus. That is not very difficult to attain. All right, I could play get a 5-point match. We'll talk about that all on the next one. But and then we're going to talk about the Fusion Chamber and how that will help you in your quest for more cards. And then down at the bottom, the last thing we'll talk about is teams and how team events also happen on Mondays and Tuesdays, how that can make your deck better as well. But there are also some major issues with team events, and that's why that's the last thing we're covering. So I thank you for watching this, and we'll hope to see you in episode 2, in which we give you all the tips for King of the Ring and how to maximize your card potential in that. So we will see you the next time. I love you long time. Blink, blah, blink, bye, 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 yeah, buddy. Yeah.